under the ocean right here. I would say it's 2 islands because the mainlands are separated. Now the cool thing is one island over here contains all the trees that you need to start off your survival needs, and the other one here is multiple cave entrances that you can go down and actually find some coal and iron, so this will get you started very quickly. It also, as you can see, contains some animals, which will be random, but it does contain some animals right here. And the most amazing part about this whole world is over there right in the ocean. I don't know if you can see that, but that's an ocean monument. Now these things are amazing, and it's actually very close. So if you just swim a little bit and it's actually getting dark, might be cool to see this in nighttime. Let's go to the ocean monument right here. It is hard to see, but once you find it, you can see actually these little lamps. And that's not the only thing. We have a couple more islands. If you continue in the direction that the ocean monument was in, you have another tiny island over there, which is pretty cute, and another one right here, which has a lot of sand. So if you do need some glass in your main islands, you can just go here and get a ton of sand. Now this is not the only island. This is basically a whole structure of many islands. It's a really cool survival world if you actually want to have a bunch of islands. See, there's many more. Does that look like Texas? Is that just me? Now back at the island, if you do want to get to the mainland, so you want to get rid of all the water and actually want to find some mainland, you want to go south. This is the south direction right here, and you will first actually find a couple more really cool islands with some mountains over here that are actually really nice. Like imagine just making your house on top of this. That would be really cool. You also have some lava right here on the surface, which is amazing over there, and over there like 3 or 4 spots, which is really cool. And once you continue in this direction, you will find some mainland that actually has amazing mountains as well. And here a little inside watery area with another lava puddle. It's amazing. And right here you have all of the mainland, and you can just continue on with your adventure. A nice little river as well. Like this doesn't end. This seed is one of my favorites. Now, number 2 is going to be another island spawn, and by now you can probably tell that I really do like islands, and there's just something about them that I love, especially this island, and the seed for this is actually kind of funny. It's called Mini Survival 2, as if this was programmed that way, because this is like a mini survival island. Now, it has 1 tree, which should get you started, but if you don't have enough, obviously you can see in the distance over there, there is multiple trees. Now, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but at the bottom here, there is a couple spots with loads of diamonds. So that's kind of cool to know. I'm not going to spoil them and go down and show you where they are, because that would ruin the survival purpose, but it's actually kind of cool. Now this is not the only thing. Once again, this also has a monument in the ocean that is literally in this direction. So if you have the tree there, that point over there, you want to go into that direction. It actually is west. If you continue this direction, you will find a couple more islands over there, one with a little spike that looks kind of cool. It's like a shark. And then over here we have the monument over here in the ocean. Once again, a couple islands to the left and right with loads of animals. More islands over there. This just doesn't end. I love these islands. Here we have seed number 3. Now what makes this one special is that there is a lot of colored sheep around to spawn. You literally spawn right here. I just went up, and you see a colored sheep right there. You actually see a gray one and a pink one. Pink is kind of rare. It's kind of cool. Another pink one right there with a gray one. And another one right there. And another one. So there's like 4 or 5 pink sheep around here. Loads of sheep. Just amazing to find all of these sheep right here. You also have a little horse right there if you want to go on adventures. Now what also makes this spawn cool is that you have a lot of biomes near each other. You literally have an ocean right here, plains, then you have some dark types of trees, some mountains, and it's just really cool. And also a really cool, like it literally looks like it's handmade, a nice little cave entrance right here into the dark. I never want to spoil these types of things, but there's a load of materials to mine. Seed number 4 is going to be more for the mining types of people that really want to mine and have lots of materials. So you start off on this little beach right here. It's pretty cool, the nice ocean. We also have really cool terrain over there in the distance, but that's not what this is about. So once we actually follow this here, you will see a nice little ravine. Now it's pretty tiny, but it does have some materials right here. And it's pretty cool. That's some iron, some coal, and lots of stuff at the bottom here too. Now that's not the main thing about this seed. Now if you go down right here, I can do this in spectator, you will see that there's a mine shaft, and it's not a tiny one. You can see all of these mine shafts going there. It's pretty dark, but you can see a lot of them going here. Like there's a lot of them. And that is mainly what this seed is about. So if you want to start off with a mine shaft and have lots of materials, and you can even use the stuff here like wood, you can use the tracks here that are in the mine shaft, you can do a lot of stuff with this. Now down below in this mine shaft is also a nice little spawner, nice little spider spawner over here, which is pretty cool if you want to have some mob farms. Now near this spawner you also have a nice little chest, and this in general is just a really cool place to be. Like this terrain is really awesome as well. We totally built my house on here on this top hill. Map number 5. This one is really cool if you like lots of jungle trees, because this is basically surrounded with a lot of jungle trees. You spawn around here, and literally where you spawn you already have a little hole going down into the earth, and you can see lots of stuff and materials down here. There is a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to show you because that's for you to explore. Now first off, you have a village right here, which is pretty neat. It looks really cool with all the trees surrounding it. It looks very natural. It doesn't look like it's placed there. It literally looks like someone made it. It looks pretty cool. Now this village also has a little mine shaft going down here, which is pretty awesome, and lots of materials connected to it into the darkness. Now the other really cool part about this seed is that it has a very nice mine shaft right here. A nice little ravine that has lots of materials for you down below here. Actually connects to another ravine, so they interfere with each other, and it's just really amazing. Now in this area there also are a lot of mob spawners. I'm not going to show you where those are because I want that to be for you guys to explore, but trust me, there is around 10 mob spawners in like 1,000 block radius here. It's really crazy. This is also one of my favorite seeds. Map number 6. What makes this one special is that right off the bat when you turn around when you spawn, you have kaboom, you have an awesome mountain right here. It's so cool to look at. It has waterfalls going down, it has floating islands, so if this is the type of stuff that you want to build on, this is really cool for you to explore. I'm gonna fly around it for you guys because it literally is awesome terrain. Of course it's not natural because it obviously can't exist, but the mountains in this is just amazing. Just look at this. Water coming down at different sides of the mountain, which is really cool. This looks amazing. Let me fly you up there and show you. Like this is like a cliff. Look, you can go inside here and have this covering you. You could build an awesome mountain house in this. Like let's go up. I'm gonna go up there. By the way, there's many more of these mountains. And this is not even amplified. The only unnatural thing here is this. I would personally delete this. I would just mine it away to make it look better. I like the rest of this. It's amazing. It looks so cool. Especially like this little tree here just hanging off of the side, like poking over. Literally reenact Lion King right here. Now there's also a huge desert next to it with a nice little temple. But I'm not telling you what's inside of there. That's for you to explore. So you spawn right there, and if you go to the temple over there, and then if you follow that line into this direction, you will find a nice little village, which is always nice to have, so you can trade stuff. There's horses if you want to saddle up and go on adventures. That's pretty cool. And these are like sort of built into a mountain. It's kind of cool. It has like a watchtower, so you can go up here. It has a little thingy here. Along with that, it has some cool ravines over there. There's one, and you can see a little entrance over there, which looks pretty spooky. So it has lots of stuff to do for you. Number 7. If you want to start off with an awesome mushroom island, like literally there's loads of mushrooms, like you can maybe build a farm or something, whatever you want to do. If you want to start off with a nice mushroom island that looks pretty awesome, then this is the seed for you. It also has a nice little area here if you want to like build a house on a cool terrain, because this is very natural looking islands. It looks really cool. So if you go back into the mainland right here, you have some snowy top mountains, which is always quite nice to see. We have some pigs, so we have some wildlife over here, and this is quite a cool area right here just to have like a house or whatever. You could build it here in the center, have a nice little way to the ocean. You can maybe build this in like a harbor and then have mountains surrounding you. It's kind of cool. So this is still kind of surrounded by water. I don't think there is land. If you keep going into this direction, you will see a lava puddle. There's lots of stuff. We have pumpkins over there, right over there in the distance. And then we go into more normal biomes. So all in all, this is quite a cool seed. Mainly for the mushrooms. Look at all these mushrooms. Oh my god, there's many. On to map number 8. This one really does have a lot of stuff that is just pretty cool to start on. It's a very nice natural survival world, so it's nothing unnatural like huge mountains or weird cliffs and all that stuff. You have actually, for the miners under us, you have a pretty cool mine shaft over into this direction. It's like a little, where is it? Here we go. It's right here underneath. It's over there. This is where it starts. So you literally spawn inside of this forest, like here. And you want to go like a little bit left and down. Like that's where you will find it. If you go down a little bit, here's where it starts. It's pretty huge. Has lots of stuff, lots of spawners, lots of amazing things. We have lots of ravines right here. You can see one in the distance over there. I don't want to spoil it too much, but there's a lot of stuff underground here to do. And we have lots of biomes. We have some mushrooms over here into this forest mixed in. We have a little bit of hills. We have some swamp, so it's everything, a bit of both. We have cows down below there, nice blue flowers, I forgot the name for them, and a bit of pumpkins if you do want them. So this has, like I said, quite a lot of stuff. Number 9, with this one we have another little cute survival island. So if you want to have a little island to survive on with a couple trees, so you should be good to go to start off, then this is it. This is for you. It has a little tiny cave where you can hide in if there's zombies or whatever that you want to hide from. You can block that off, make yourself a little nice little home in there. It would be pretty cool. It has loads of trees, like I said, so you won't be short on wood. And the neighboring islands are pretty cool as well. Like in the distance you will see a couple. You will see a couple further into the distance over there, but that's for you guys to explore. And you have one over here with a couple trees as well. So if you need some more trees, then this is where you go. Along some gravel and clay, even though you can find gravel pretty much everywhere, but clay sometimes can be hard to find. So if you continue into this direction, you will see a bunch of little tiny islands that are just pretty cute to visit, get the materials from. This actually looks kind of like a bay that boats would come in, and then you could make like a little house here and a little dock right here. It would be pretty insane. It would be pretty cool. Very aesthetic actually. So if you follow this little island over here into this direction, you will find mainlands. If you actually want to get off of the islands and get some more land, then this is where you would go, into this direction. And here you will finally find lots of trees and lots of materials and lots of animals over here. And also this kind of looks pretty cool, once again, like a little harbor. Like you can make a nice little harbor here and it would be pretty sick. Now this mainland also has a pretty cool cave system down below. As you can tell, lots of ravines. So this is the place for miners. As you can probably tell, I'm a huge fan of islands, and number 10 is going to be another big island. But this time, it actually is a huge one, as you can see. It's insane. It has everything that you want. A swamp, trees, forests. It has everything, pigs, sugar canes. So there's a lot of stuff. We have sand, we have some clay, some gravel, some dirt. You literally have everything you need on this island. If you never want to leave it, you can just stay here and have an awesome time. We have pigs, we have food. You can start your farms because you can do everything you want here. Now, if you do want to go to the mainland, it is literally right here, super close to it. Let me load it in for you guys. Right here, you will find some awesome mountains that look really cool. We have some cows here. If you do need a bunch of ladder, then this is the place to be because there literally is like 30 cows right here, which is awesome. We have some snowy mountains and it just looks really cool. Now, if you go over that mountain over here, you will find a really cool river that literally slices through these mountains. And it's not fully, like here it's dry. Like it looks like an amazing river that goes through because here it starts, you have a little watery area. And then here, just like it's too low, too high for the water. But it literally just slices through and then ends up in the other ocean over here. So that little bit that starts here, it goes through all the way. It's literally like a knife. And boom, it goes out. So this is rich with materials. You see lots of coal. We see loads of gravel. Like, look at the amount of gravel over here. If you ever need gravel, this is what you need. Also on the other side, by the way. So both of these sides, like, huge amount of gravel. Never seen this much gravel ever. Now, this is way too tempting not to click. So I kind of really want to just like, oh, I needed to do that. Now, if you go back to the spawn area right here, there literally is a ravine right below this right here, and you kind of have these weird things already hinting that there's gonna be some mining stuff. And when you go down here, like boom, ravine right on. And there's another one that goes right here. It's really cool to find right here. It has some gold, has loads of materials. It's really dark in the shader, but it's good because I don't want to spoil everything for you guys. And that's basically it. This is one of my favorite islands too, just because of the shape and how natural it looks. It's just pretty cool. And we have this little eye